Imagine waking up, walking over to an open window, and looking out at a lush, peaceful green valley. But as your eyes trace the landscape, you realize that towering wall of Earth isn't a mountain range. You are standing directly inside the crater of an active volcano. Starting in Tokyo, our journey heads 220 miles straight south into the Pacific Ocean to find the isolated island of Aogashima. Zooming into this vast expanse of blue, it is nothing more than a microscopic dot, almost completely cut off from the world. Look at this dense web of concrete, heavy traffic, and towering skyscrapers. This is the sensory overload of modern Japan, and it is exactly what the people of Aogashima have intentionally left behind. Out here, you won't find sprawling shopping malls or massive movie theaters. The town has exactly one store, a single post office, and just 3 small bars. That sparse infrastructure supports a permanent population that hovers right around 170 people. Every single person knows their neighbors, relying heavily on one another every single day to keep the community functioning. This off-grid setup offers an environment of total community intimacy, but it is built directly onto a landscape defined by its geological instability. To understand the danger, we have to look back to the year 1785. At that time, the island supported a much larger population of 327 residents. In May of that year, the ground began to rumble. A series of small earthquakes shook the island, acting as nature's clear warning system. But the locals ignored the tremors. Instead of packing up and heading for the ocean, they carried on with their normal daily routines for several more weeks. As we see in this traditional woodblock print from the era, the situation eventually escalated. On June 4th, the volcano roared to life, sending searing streams of lava rushing down the slopes directly toward the settlement. By the time the village finally attempted a mass evacuation, they had run out of time. The eruption completely engulfed homes and roads, resulting in a devastating loss of life. Here is the most fascinating detail. The 170 people currently living inside that very same crater are the direct descendants of the few islanders who actually managed to escape the flames in 1785. They share a generational philosophy: you cannot control the earth, so they choose to return, rebuilding their lives to enjoy the intense natural beauty of the beast while it sleeps. Looking at this wide view of the modern settlement, you can see how they manage the risk today. The clustered village is nestled securely against the outer wall of the crater, keeping a healthy distance from the most dangerous central peak. In this cross-section, geothermal heat veins rise beneath the crust, turning the island into a massive heater. This energy is channeled into places like the public sauna, keeping steam rooms hot with raw volcanic power. They even use the heat for cooking. Step outside, and you can find natural hot air venting from the ground, hot enough to literally fry your morning omelet right on the dirt. Add in the extreme lack of light pollution, and you get a pristine night sky that offers crystal clear stargazing, no telescope required. The residents have integrated this latent energy into a sustainable modern lifestyle, existing completely detached from the mainland's power grid. Getting to experience those luxuries, however, is a grueling logistical challenge. The journey starts with a mandatory flight out of Tokyo, landing on the larger neighboring island of Hachijojima. From there, you have 2 distinct options. You can brave a rough 2.5-hour overnight ferry ride, or spend extra cash to take a 20-minute helicopter flight straight into the crater. Approaching from the air, you see exactly what the locals are up against. The island is heavily fortified by steep cliffs that drop sharply into rough ocean waters, effectively trapping anyone inside. That creates an intense psychological reality. Those 170 locals wake up every single day knowing their beautiful home could violently erupt at any moment. Which brings us back to the ultimate question: would you trade the safety of the city for a life inside this beautiful, active crater?